Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to well, very long time, but welcome back to Cobblemon Rangers. This is going to be a very short video compared to some of the other ones, probably. It's most likely an apology for not uploading in 2 weeks, I think it is. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff happened. So yeah, this is kind of also going to be an update on what I'm going to be doing with the channel, I guess, as well, but nothing bad, like stopping and whatnot. It's just I want to do so many things, but at the same time, it's like there's not enough time every single day to upload all the things I want to do. If that makes sense. Also, reason for the 2 weeks. Went to the dentist a bunch. Got a new power supply for GPU. That was given. It was a much bigger one. It needed more power. Took out a wrong cable that ended up breaking my motherboard. There's wee metal spike things in a USB free slot thingy-my-bob. So yeah, I ended up breaking it by accident, which is always a lovely thing to do, might I add. So yeah, that happened. So yeah, I had to wait another week before the thing came, despite the fact I paid extra for it to be delivered quickly. So yeah, I would have been back like a week ago if that was the case, but nope. I'm trying to figure what I've done in this world as well last time, because I don't know if I made a video. But I know I did something over here. Yeah, I've kind of just came straight back on to this world. Okay, yeah. I know what I did. Okay. I kind of just made an area for these guys to, most of my water types to swim around. I think some of them might be down here. Yeah, there we go. I can't see anything else though, because my brightness is not high enough. The downside is with cobble workers is I don't know how to turn the fishing off. And don't get me wrong, I like the idea of having an infinite food source thanks to them, but we get plenty of bread from the zigzagoon alone, so I don't really need that. And also these guys in here doing their thing, well, very slowly doing their thing, but doing their thing nonetheless. I don't even think I've gotten honey from them yet. Yeah, so the only thing I really did is get this out. Did this, box it all in. I found a geode, harvested a bunch. It's in, I believe, that direction over there. What else? I think that's it that I've done. Yeah, I think that is generally it. Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I remember. Okay, we need to actually. I don't have a PC on this. We need to actually go back up here because we got a name suggestion. That is a big Magikarp. And then I'll talk about what I'm planning on doing after I do the name suggestion, because I finally got to one. Now it doesn't make sense grammatically, but it works. The only question is, who do I name? Because there's two options here. Our starter Grottle, which I'm more inclined to do actually. So never mind. It is for Turtwig or Grottle. Now the name doesn't make sense for a boy. Well, could it be a boy? Anyway, the name's Amber, and something that suggested it on TikTok. So I said anybody who names would get it. So yeah, our starter is called Amber now. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, done dusted. And also, Godzilla has been named Godzilla. Why are you half elf? Yeah. Also, somebody's just said, yeah, just keep the name. So, as I said, I am just going to abide by it. And then we're just going to chuck you back in the PC. And we're shutting this door because it looked like somebody was trying to fly. I think it was Axew. Yeah, so let's run back over here and set Amber back into the greenhouse. That I think is too big for the combies to, do their job. To be fair. I also love the fact I can just jump off of here. I've yet to actually hit a lily pad, which is nice. And apparently just ate some food mid-air, which is fun. And I just realised I've got pufferfish in the hot bar. Yeah, that's really it that I've done so far. Like, well, since the last break, cause I kind of upload the videos like within like 3 or 4 days of making the videos. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Plans. So, I think what my plan is. Can I sleep yet? No. Okay. My plan for the series is to continue Cobblemon Rangers until 1.8 comes out for Cobblemon. Until that happens, I'll keep posting on Cobblemon Rangers. Seeing as there's been no release date for it, that is my plans right now. Because I want to play Create, and I found out that you can't play Create with Cobblemon on Fabric. He is blowing bubbles back there. I did not know they did that. That is sick. That is sick. Who knew they did this? Okay, well, I found the thumbnail of the video. Okay, Krabby. I need a PC. Why just... I need to make a PC to have in my inventory. That's what I've learned here. Anyway, so yeah, Cobblemon Rangers. Well, this series anyway, this part of the series, I'll probably just have Cobblemon Rangers Season 2 and just have it like that for simplicity. Trying to think. So yeah, there's a lot of mods I wanted to run. I've actually managed to get them to work, and I'm happy I've gotten them to work. So yeah, I'm just waiting for 1.8, and then I'll end this season of Cobblemon Rangers, and then we'll be starting from scratch again. I don't know whether or not to give myself like a starting items, to like speed up the process. Where is that Krabby? There we go. Perfect. We got a name for you. We're gonna name you Bubbles. Because I did not know you did Bubbles. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. So yeah, once that happens, once 1.8 comes out, I'll probably finish off this season, go into the other mod pack, which is on Neo4j instead of Fabric. And yeah, that's kind of the plan. I've really not done anything in this world, which I'm kind of upset about, but I kind of like having dynamic trees on, and I managed to finally get that to work. It does kind of throw a wrench in my plan with Create, like infinite tree farm, but like I can live without infinite wood. I can just chop down trees, and I think it would work better, like for a habitat, to for me to plant a tree in a habitat and just over time let it grow. If that makes sense. I quite like the idea of that, because then it gives this tree its own being able to be unique in its own right. So yeah, that's probably my plan with Cobblemon Rangers anyway. Pokemon Infinite Fusion, I'm going to not record any of until the full release of it, like the Hoenn version. I'm going to wait until the full release before I do more, do more episodes than that, I think. As it messes around, I've got to mess around with a bunch of settings for it, and I keep forgetting. Well, I was forgetting to change the settings back. So for simplistic, like make things as simple as possible, so I can get into a routine with it, which is probably much more preferable for when I go back to uni in like 2 months, if that. So that way I can keep uploading whilst going to uni. So that will be fine. It'll just be rare then. But yeah, I'll probably be like I'll be posting less videos weekly when I'm at uni. Then when I'm off uni, then I'll post a lot more, rinse and repeat, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the plan for those two series. The Spore series that I've just started, as well as the Voidling Bound. Those will be once a week videos. I think I might just have them on the weekends, maybe, or like Saturday, Sunday, or I might just spread them out in the week, just somewhere. Like if I don't have a Cobblemon Ranger video, then that goes up instead. The main reason for it is that way I don't feel burnt out with Cobblemon Rangers, because like if you have not seen the channel, I posted a bunch of champion stuff from like tournament, but that was all in 3 days that I just uploaded constantly. So that was like revision stuff. Cobblemon Rangers is like the first series, and if you look at it, it was pretty much daily until obviously like the last 2 weeks. So yeah, it was like, oh, what should I do next? What should I do now? What this. And then I was kind of like rushing everything. Well, if you've seen the videos, I am very slow at this, but in my mind I want to do like 50 things. So like, I've got a few ideas for like enclosures already. Like I want to make one for like every single Pokemon I have. Obviously, Cobble Workers, it doesn't work like that, but there is a mod that I might be able to use to make things easier and not have as many Pokemon walking around that aren't in an enclosure. But it also means I need to figure out how to like stop Cobble Workers from working the way it's intended. But I usually don't want to try to figure that out in case I break something. So yeah, unless I can figure out how to like disable stuff, like the types doing things like war types, fishing. Which, yeah, as I've already said, I like the idea of infinite food, but like I get enough from Zigzagoons. But yeah, so I've got ideas of what I want to do. Have I really started any of them? Kind of. But like these guys just have this water bit here, but it's not like what I really want to do for them. It's more of, I feel like Mantine needs, the water type shouldn't be in the PC. There's a lake here. I'll just have them in here, for like the time being, and then I'll like expand it to like the rest of the water, if that makes sense. Because it's just a deep hole there. It just keeps going down. Like I haven't swam all the way down because I was dying of oxygen in the game, but like it goes far. But yeah. So we got the alien stuff like 2 times a week. So Spore and Voidland Bound, like 2 times a week, like together. So once a week each. Cobblemon Rangers will be basically, if I have a video, it'll be up, essentially. If there's a recording that I've done, it'll be up whenever it is. Like this video will probably be posted today. I'm trying to think of anything else. In like the next set of videos, I'll probably be focusing on leveling. I know I'm just kind of standing around doing nothing, but like at the same time, it's like I feel like there's not much for me to do. I'm kind of like trying to explain a plan and that, like plan of action and what I'm going to be doing, and I'm like perfectly lined up. with this block. I did not realise that. That is a lovely thing to see. Like, I am like perfect there. Anyway, I ramble quite a lot in these videos, so I apologise for that. Anyway, I'm trying to think, because like, obviously I haven't fully planned out everything and what I'm going to do until 1.8 comes out. But for the most part, why is that there? I just realised no. Basic, some of the mods that I'm going to be losing, the main reason why I'm doing a new world as I'm switching over is Cobblemon's at 1.8 is adding size variations because they're adding alphas, which will then mess with some of the opponent on this world's size. I don't know how they would interact with. They might get bigger. If they get bigger, that's not always better in Minecraft. Like for example, Godzilla or Cyclozar, I can't ride that's like Cyclozar, which is like one of like the main features of Cyclozar is to be able to ride it. So it's quite unfortunate that I can't do that. But if it's the Cobblemon, then I should be able to ride like Cobblemon's main mod 1.8. I should be able to ride like an alpha Cyclozar or anything. The other thing I'm wanting to get feedback on is whether or not I should include, like, just have like a custom starter. So we keep Onion, and then we would have to try find a Turtwig. Or should I start the game, get Turtwig, like, or should I choose like a different starter maybe? I don't know. Part of me wants to start out with Onion, but then I feel like having a normal starter would be better. So there's a lot of things for me to decide, but obviously I've got time until then. Yeah, this video is really just a talking video. I'm doing like nothing in this video, but like that kind of works out better for me because then I can just be like, okay, nice and easy. Don't need to run around and do too much work on anything really. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be leveling up, battling. I'm gonna aim to get to Surge before 1.8 comes out. I feel like, because like it take ages for Brock. I feel like beating Surge is like with 1.8's not out by then that's like okay, that's fine. Like that's completely fine. If it isn't, that's just went all the way down there. Oh, I might as well go down here then. So yeah, we're going to aim for Surge. If I do beat Surge, then I'll return Onion. If I do beat Surge, then that's brilliant. I also don't know how loud the recording's going, and I've just realised there's been no sound this entire time, has there? Is that gonna work? Oh wait, is there sound? A wee bit. I think there's been sound this entire time, but I'll never know because I can't hear it with my headphones for whatever reason. Yeah, new motherboard and everything, trying to figure it out. Really, that is so quiet for me. I don't know how loud that is. I might increase the sound. Because, like, I just don't hear anything. Okay, I can hear it a wee bit now. Okay. Yeah, I might just be increasing this, and then it's going to, like, botch everything up. Like, God, this feels... Okay, sound. I don't know how loud that is for you, so I'll apologise if that's, like, super loud now and, like, completely over my voice. But that is so I can hear until I figure out what's wrong with all the sound. Yeah, if you can't tell, I've kind of rushed this, like, to get this recording going and figured everything out as I'm trying to get the recording done. There's some music. Okay, that's fine. What other things? So yeah, we're gonna level up, aim to beat Surge by before 1.8. If I don't do that, then I'll keep playing this season, beat Surge, and then we'll probably end the season of Cobblemon Rangers there. Other plans is, say I beat Surge and 1.8 still isn't out, then I'll just continue with the series. Surge is just my point of where I'm trying to get to. As for everything else, such as what else am I going to be doing, because I'm not going to be focusing strictly on Surge, we're going to be making more enclosures, because like right now the really only enclosure we have for like anything, I can't fly on you, sorry youngin. The real only one, because like this isn't really an enclosure, it's a greenhouse. There is bits where they can like do their own thing, but like my whole idea for Rottle and Turtwig, well, Amber and Turtwig, was to have like a wee grove for them, so they won't be staying in here. I'll be putting a different grass type in here, probably some like more farmland grass types. So Skidoo might go in here eventually, or I might just make him like his own enclosure on like different farmland. But really the only Pokemon that have like an actual area to themselves would be, can I do this perfectly the first time? No, I can't. Aerodactyl does not have a good enough turn radius. Yeah, here's my Tepix. I forgot I had to use. One hatched from an egg, and the other one we caught, which is the tiny one. I've came around the wrong side to get over here. Yep. Oh. If you haven't tell, that's a common occurrence. Like these guys here are really the only ones that have like their own enclosure bit. Like, even then, there's the Synchro mod. Even then, it's really cramped in this one. This is the farm one where they're doing all the gaining of stuff in here. Which, yeah, there's also a ton of fossils that I need to get through. I want to get all the fossils done, because like I think I've got every fossil by the looks of it. Pardon me. The only things I need are 2 more of these. The Dino and Drake fossil. They're the only 2 I need more of. Which I could actually have one of them in the Simply storage. I don't know about. But like, yeah, so this is a very crowded bit, so these guys don't really have like the perfect thing. I like this cave bit. I like this cave hole that I've made. So yeah, and I need to make it bigger and do all that. But like aside from that, if we keep going down here, past the enchantment area, and we go down here. Can we fit for this hole? No, we can't. By the way, this has been 2 weeks. I've forgotten most things. But in here, where we've got the other stuff, other Pokemon, these guys here are really the only ones of their own like actual bit. But even like then, there's Bernie. There should be a Gibble down here as well. Where's Gibble? Was that a miss Gibble? I swear I've got a Gibble in here. Okay, we got a missing Gibble. Of course we do. Of course we do. Here are these ones. Yeah, okay, Gibble's back. Went out. Okay, I'll just release Gibble back out. But yeah, I've got even more of them. Like I've got even more of them there, because of the dead, like Nest and Dead mod. Like you get so many eggs so quickly. Like if you're not careful of it, you just get hundreds of them. which is a thing I've got to be careful of. Down there's next room for expansion. I did not mean to break that, but okay. So like, next bit of expansion for the whole cave area, but like these are the only two Pokemon that really actually have somewhere, like groups of Pokemon, and even then, this isn't fully what I want. Like, if that makes sense. I could also just put fences here to make it so they can't leave, which would help with the occasional escapee Geodude. But yeah, so I want to get more of them. I want to get more stuff sorted. Whereas it's like, oh, some Pokemon living on trees, because I won't be able to do that in the next one, where it'd be like much cooler. Oh, this tree, we have some monkey Pokemon on like the. If I could climb up there, I would. Like on that bit there, there could be like, oh, a Pansear or a Pansage there, Simisage on the trees, Mankey, stuff like that. And they would actually, I would just have them sit there essentially with the barrier blocks for them. Well, not barrier blocks, but the Pokemon fence. Stuff like that. Which isn't on Neoforge. It's only on Fabric. So when that mod comes to Forge, that'll be even better. I really hope, like Neoforge anyway, I really hope it does, because it makes it so if there's any blocks that I could say I like the area, but there's like a hole that they might be able to escape from, I can just close it off, nice and simple. What else? Yeah, so we're gonna make more enclosures. That's a definitely. Do I have ideas for these enclosures? Somewhat. I have a somewhat idea of what I want to do. What is that in there? Okay, almost landed on a lily pad. Oh, it's a Minum. Okay, I was like, what the hell are you? So I couldn't see the ears from up there. So I've got somewhat of an idea. I forgot the buttons for synchro mode. Zoom out a wee bit. There we go on the map. Yeah, I forgot the buttons. That's fine. I was gonna say, can I just fly over, but in like a nice steady form, but it's fine. So like, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna turn into coughing. Synchro machine. It was really just that. There we go. Can I fly? Yes, I can. There is a stamina bar, but like the whole idea was built like a farmland around here. Built like a farmland because it's like, oh, you can have Skidoo have a place. I'm gonna fall in a second. I don't know if I take fall damage. Time to find out. Yes, I do take fall damage. I did not know that. Okay, I could have just died there. Okay, I need to add a sleeping bag mod. That's something else I need to do. Let me just come down here. Place a bed down. Yeah, if you haven't seen the synchro mod, this is the synchro mod, by the way. It lets you play as a Pokemon and do some of the moves. Where's a no chicken? Yeah, your speed stat does not change. I generally have no idea what each one of these do, but Smog is a projectile, I can tell you that much though. Okay. You don't gain XP for it, I don't think. Maybe? I don't know. I don't even know where I killed that chicken. Ah, you do. It does not go to your Pokemon though. But yeah. I've got some ideas. This area here is quite nice and flat, so I can sort all that out. Certain other Pokemon I can have over here, so like some more of the flowery Pokemon, like not Petalil. I can have like over here. There must be a poisonous thing around here. Unless the poisonous gas works the way it works. What the hell are you dying on, matey? You're just dying. Are these things poisonous? Are these things poisonous? No, they're not. What are you being poisoned by? I've got no idea. But yeah, I think having more flowery Pokemon, more bug Pokemon in here might be better. Grass types 100%. But I'll be planning what I'm gonna do in like a creative world for them. And then I'll build like the enclosures, I think, to make them better. And also, where are those footprints? There we go. I learned how you collect these. You just right click them. That's it. And then once you get 50, I'm assuming you either get something showing you where they go, or they just spawn. I don't know. I really hope they just don't just spawn, but like, it'd be cool to get a legendary before the season, like this season ends. It'd be cool to get that. On the note of legendary, this dark egg has an ominous thing. I am going to see if this one's ready. It was ready, and we got a Diglett. Diglett dig, diddly dig, diddly dig. Okay, I think the other one should be ready as well. This was the last thing I did offline. A Dino? You gotta be kidding me! I've already got one of you! I'm so excited for no reason! I'm so excited for no reason! But the other Dino hatched from a normal egg, by the way. Making that clear. Normal egg. Oh wait, where's that bed gone? I didn't break it, do I? Don't. I'll laugh if that hatched. Okay, back to flying around to find this bed. There we go. Okay, time to, get back to the actual bed and set our spawn there. Because I have yet to die in a long time. Like, I've died a couple of times in this world. But I'd much rather not go back to spawn. Because it'll be a very long fly. Or run for Skidoo and Aerodactyl. Because I don't have a water Pokemon on me. And also no keep inventory. We're just gonna check these guys out. Into this box. So, in the next season, I'm also going to limit the amount of eggs I get to use. Oh, there's lag spike. Okay, that's our first major lag spike I've had on this computer now. Okay, it's probably because there's so many entities. It's probably why. So yeah, I'm gonna see if the mod that I saw on YouTube is on both Neoforge and Fabric, because if it is on both, then that's just perfect for me. I'm gonna restrict myself with the eggs, because like I feel like I'm getting too many Pokemon now. Like I feel like I've rushed it and got too many Pokemon. Dear God, okay. It's like you get so much so quickly. Like, because you just find them everywhere. Nothing's over here. Some suspicious, but like, yeah, like, you get like 1 or 2 eggs. Like, every single time. Like, you're guaranteed 1, you might get 2. That's my understanding of it. There's nothing else in here. Minus a zombie. Also, so basically, I'll mainly more lag. Let's just give it a second. Ben. I don't know why it's doing this. This is the worst lag we've had in a very long time in a video. But that's fine. What was I saying? So I'm only gonna allow myself to use it for like gathering resources. Watch Ben. So yeah. That's the plan for that. I'm gonna, if I go and check the nest and there's a legendary thing, And I'll be like, okay, I'll grab that, and then we'll just see what it hatches into. But I've only seen one that has like the purple. I don't even know if that is legendary, by the way. But it's the only one I've seen. I've seen what, green and purple. I think there might be like another one I'm forgetting that I've had in another video. Mantine's just chilling there. And Magikarp's just dying there. Anyway, I've probably rambled for like how long? Okay, I have rambled for 40 minutes. So anybody who's still actually watching this video, who's now experiencing all the lag I'm getting, I need a mod that lets me like remove all dropped items. I think that's something else I need to have on. I think. Anyway, thank you so for watching. For those who are still watching, if you have any ideas of what I should do, like plan wise, like throughout the week, then just let me know. It makes life a wee bit easier to figure out what you want. So if you do want infinite fusion, then I'll keep doing that. But I feel like the plan I've got is roughly good enough. So yeah, this has just been a talking one. Nothing really got done in this video. I guess what, hatched 2 eggs and named 2 Pokemon. Which I'm happy I named 2 Pokemon finally. I'm only gets a lot, like 26 or something, like 25, 26. So yeah, feels nice to have some names for some Pokemon that isn't just Onion and, well, I've got Ziggy now, but like, oh yeah, and Bubbles. We got Bubbles, which will probably be the thumbnail of this video. Because I did not know that existed. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a good day.